Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Joke here. Thank you for coming back today. Thank you very much for the engagements on my recent videos, especially my video about death and about inheritance. They generated a lot of talks within YouTube and outside of YouTube, and I really appreciate that. Please carry on giving me the feedbacks. I love hearing from you. It helps me to understand more about the deen, because when you ask questions or when you make comments, that means I have a reason to go back into the Quran or Hadith and do some more research. So thank you so much for all those engagements. So following my inheritance video, there were conversations around the male child getting more than the female child, and that made me to do a bit more research, and I'm happy to report I have some updates on that, and hopefully this would make more sense to every one of us, and it will make us understand a lot more why in Islam these differences are there between a man and a woman when it comes to inheritance. So let's get into the video. Before we do so, if you are happy with the topic of conversation today, please give me a like. That shows YouTube you like this video, and they will then recommend it to other people, which is what I need to grow my channel, and I can only do that with your help. Thank you very much. Now let's get right into the video. Islamic inheritance law are based on a large complex system of Islamic finance grounded in financial responsibilities. That is, if there is more responsibility on one party to financially provide for the other, they are then getting a bigger share of the inheritance than the other person. So think about equity and equality. The share of a woman to inheritance is determined by her responsibility, which is very important but usually neglected by Muslims, and not her gender. So if you think about a widow who's left behind to take care, to now provide for her children, pay all the bills now, so automatically she would get a bigger share of the inheritance than the brother of the deceased. If you remember a video I made quite a bit ago talking about if a wife is wanting to split the bill with her husband, the household bills, that is, that is more from a perspective of the way we live these days. Somebody pointed out to me actually that it isn't the job of the wife to split the bill with the husband, as it is said in Quran chapter 4 verse 34. I'm going to paraphrase here. Look it up, you'll see what it actually says. The first sentence, I think, the husbands or men, I think, are the maintainers and providers for women. So it is the responsibility of a husband to always provide for a woman. And in my opinion, as long as a man has enough to provide for his family, i.e. he can afford to pay rent, he can afford to pay electricity bill, gas bill, water bill, etc., then of course he is doing what he needs to do. And usually we are encouraging Islam to live within our means, and it is when we tend to not live within our means, that's when the burden gets that bit much. And sometimes there isn't anything wrong in my opinion. That is, again, let's jump in the comment section and have a discussion about it. There isn't anything wrong in if the wife is willing to support her husband in paying some of the bills so that they can get maybe a bigger property. Now, this is now coming from her because she wants something better than her husband comfortably afford to provide for. Because don't forget that if the husband has got aged parents, the responsibility is on him to take care of them. If he has got a widowed sister, that responsibility of taking care of her partly on him if her husband left her some things, or fully on him in the instance that her husband died and did not leave her anything. So if you're watching this as a woman and you know of any man who needs to see this video, please send it to them. This is a gentle and timely reminder to our men who want to make their wives financially responsible for the household bills, that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you that bigger share in the inheritance, that is because of your financial responsibilities. Those financial responsibilities do not fall on the shoulders of your wife in that same manner. So she should only be supporting if she wants to. You should not be making her support you financially. If you'd like to see more videos like this, remember to hit the like button. And also, maybe there's another topic you're interested in. Let me know in the comment section. I am really enjoying having to do this sort of videos because I am educating myself. I'm loving the work I'm having to do to learn more about my deen, which without your engagement, I wouldn't necessarily be doing. So thank you very much for giving me that opportunity of doing so. If this is your first time seeing my video, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love you to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, please. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you very much.